CMattDye here, and today I wanted to talk about Bitcoin and where I believe it is headed. Now, in the last video that I did with Bitcoin, I had these yellow lines drawn for a triangle, which can still play out. However, you can see that I have updated some of the lines. I kept a lot of the ones in that were already in, this green one, these white ones down here. I cleaned up this a little bit and I added this white one here. The reason doing so is because right now, like before, price can go either up or down. And if we're actually trading the market, we need to know this. It's not, take one bias and just trade that one bias and do that. As human beings, we are biased. No matter what people say, we have biases as humans. That's what we have. So in knowing price can go one way or the other, then we can start analyzing it and seeing what is most likely. And that's why I put in this line right here, which is at 41,577, because price needs to stay below that. Like, not test it. It needs to stay below that and not get above. And ideally it would stay below 40,500 area, and then it would go a little bit lower. So in the immediately bearish case, that's what would happen. It would hold below that, it would push down again, and then after making a low below this low, which is around 36,390 ish, you guys can look closer if you want. Once it does make a new low below that, which should be an easy 20, 30, 40, 50 points below this, it shouldn't be like 1 point, to give a little perspective. So if it does come down, I would assume it would stop probably around here and then come back up, and then from there, then it can sell down and we can get that sub 32.5, 30,000 area, maybe slightly below. That is one scenario that could happen. The other scenario, sorry about that. The other scenario would be that this thing could go higher and play out in our triangle. The triangle is not invalidated. It is what it is. It's definitely ugly price action, and I would expect ugly price action. The reason I drew this green channel is to gain a little bit more perspective. If it is going lower, it should stay below this level here. So it should stay below. Let me zoom in a little bit on this. 51,481. So it should stay below that number, like way below. It shouldn't test it. If it is going lower, that's what should happen. Now, if it gets above this, then I think this triangle that I initially showed a couple weeks ago is playing out. And that would be a move up anywhere between most likely 55,000 and 57,000. Most likely that's where this move would take us to. And yeah, I do expect it to be ugly on the way up, just like this was ugly on the way down. This was ugly on the way up. And by ugly, I mean it's not a nice, smooth move. Like you can see, this came up, down, up, and now this came down. A lot of people got scared over here. It did, chop sideways, and then it went a little bit lower. So that's what I mean by that. So right now, it is crucial. Keep an eye on this 41,000 level, 41,400 level. Staying below that, important for immediate downside. Getting above that would, put this green line in jeopardy. And then getting above this level up here would pretty much say, this triangle's in. Not 100%, because nothing is 100%. But it would give very high probability that that is happening. It could come up and then get much weaker and make it low. That could happen. But like I said, the higher probability is the triangle if those two scenarios happen. If stays below this and comes down. Once it comes down, that's probably going to be the last low, and that's why I'm really keen on watching what that is. So it'll be an interesting rest of the week. Very interesting February. If you like the video, throw a like. If you don't, throw a dislike. If you have any comments, if you have different feelings, throw them in the comment section. We'll talk about it. With that, I'll see you around the crypto markets. Have a fantastic rest of your day.